Hi survivors, this week representing reporting to you. Hope you guys are doing well, because what's going on in this world and in this country is not. Thanks to these people, everybody going out there thinking they're going to do something to help us, and they ain't going to do nothing to hurt people. Allegedly. I'm out here walking because, first of all, I love to walk. I need to walk. And I just got off of work. So I'm gonna walk for about an hour, I guess. Because these streets have gotten so bad. And behind all this stuff that's going on. So you gotta be really careful these days, It's sad, like, we have to be careful with every single thing. Everything we do. I mean, from spending your money to where you're going to, all your decisions, You have to think them out, like really think them out. You can't just spontaneously do nothing these days, or just like I wouldn't, or just spontaneously spend your money, I went to get some clothes the other day because most of my clothes in my storage just because I'm always traveling. I don't really want to tote all this stuff with me. So I don't have like a couple of outfits with me, right? And I wash them every night or every other day. And this was a regular old cheap store. Y'all know Rainbow, the Rainbow store. Yeah, I usually don't ever shop there, but we ain't gonna be shopping, period. But I went there to get some clothes, and one pair of cheap pants was like $20-something. I said, no, I will not. I'll continue to wash the outfits out that I have now before I spend that kind of money on some pants that's not even designer or don't even have good material where it's gonna last long. Y'all know that's a cheap store. Whoever's familiar with that store, it's a cheap. Well, it used to be. Everything was so high in that store. I said, wow, this is ridiculous. So I walked right up out of there the same way I walked up in there. I walked up out of there. You have to. We have to make like real conscious decisions, like when it comes to spending money these days, And I'm starting to see like more and more people in tents on the side of the road, and in like different kinds of places and stuff behind buildings, and y'all, I never seen times like this in my life. I know a lot of older people who are way older than I. They say the same thing. They never seen it like this ever. This is sad. But I want to talk briefly about, I'm hearing about the war, the rumors of W-A-R with China, with America. They're saying that they're going to be going to war allegedly with this country. And we know who the blame is. They setting everything up for all of us to fail. Allegedly. Because it's not going to affect them. It's not going to affect them if they corrupt self. This is corrupt. Allegedly. It's really, really sad. A lot of people starting to see what's going on. You still have a lot of people that haven't opened up their eyes. They're just thinking it's just a coincidence, or it's just, it's just happening. I don't know who could be thinking this stuff is just happening without somebody causing it. But I don't know what their ways of W-A-R going to be with this country allegedly, because a lot of these people that's running these countries, they still think like the old-fashioned way. These days and times are technology times. That's why I say these same people that be running things in that W house, they shouldn't be. Because they all, like, the way they think, that's not how the world is no more, man. It really isn't. Everything's like technology like now, and, people, I don't know. I guess some of y'all get what I'm saying. It's just not like the same but they still doing things the same way, As far as the W-A-R is concerned, Jesus, I'm in the street, y'all. I thought that they'll be trying to do something different. Like, even if it's like a cyber attack, I can understand that a whole lot more than I can with them, the way they're doing things now. Thank you so much. You know, we're bombing people and bombing civilian neighborhoods, allegedly. Whoever's doing that. But yeah, so that's just something else that we have to be thinking about and preparing for. Unfortunately, that's why I tell y'all, just stay ready. That's why I tell myself as well. Just stay ready and be as prepared as you possibly can. I know when I went live yesterday, I know Amber was talking about that, how, you know, she's having anxiety attacks because it's so much that we're dealing with. Everybody got to be constantly focused on how you're going to eat and how you're going to afford the place that you're living in, or if you have to move, and how you're going to, how you're going to get all these things done. It's just terrible. It's terrible. But y'all stay strong out here, you know. We got to stay strong. We some survivors. We are warriors, you know. We're not weak. However they come, we're going to overcome it. We have no other choice. You know, especially if you have children and people who depend on you. But yeah, I have to cut out my spending. You know, I was doing my budget today, and I'm looking at my expenses. I'm like, man, I spent so much money on housing, you know, and yeah, on housing. That's like the main expense. And I'm like trying to, figure out how to cut that all the way out. I'm serious. Just sacrifice right now, you know, for a greater good, you know, and in the long haul I can complete building on that property, because I just want it to be where, as far as my housing expenses, just paying property tax every year. I'm even looking to go to other countries and buy a house. I'm serious, because it's way cheaper in these other countries. The price of the value of the dollar, the value of the dollar is declining. It's not gonna be worth nothing in a minute over here. Allegedly, they trying to make this into like a third world country, you know, where people are struggling and scuffling to survive. I'm telling y'all, it's terrible, you know, what's going on. And the sad thing about it is these so-called leaders who are allegedly the blame for all this stuff. It's so terrible, man. It's just awful. But anyway, a lot of these people didn't like the West anyway, and so now they deliberately doing stuff so they can like attack us in some kind of way, allegedly. That's what it seemed like to me anyway. This is just my opinion, you know. It's just my opinion. But, I don't know, y'all. I smelled that hydrant water today. That hydrant water smelled awful. I mean, terrible. I'm up in this store to see if they got I gotta come get my produce. Let's see if I can use this basket right here. But anyway, you guys, I try to just come on live like spontaneously, because I don't like to let certain people know when I'm coming on live. And it's not you guys. It's like, you know, one time, I didn't tell y'all one time this person emailed me when the bank did me like that, took my money. This person emailed me and said they wanted to help me, right? And I thought that was nice and kind of them. They said they had $20. I was like, okay, that's nice, you know? And so I told them they could send it through cashapp or through PayPal. They told me they need my full name, my address, and everything. I think date of birth too. They wanted all my personal information to send me $20. I said, no, that's okay. No, thank you. I don't need $20 that bad. But I thought it was like one of them people, you know.